another victim, authorities remain determined to put an end to this nightmare. The hunt for the serial killer continues, with hopes that justice will soon be served for the victims and their families. In the meantime, the community remains united in adversity, determined not to give in to fear.
The victim was found in an abandoned shed behind the San Pedro Square bar in horrific circumstances. Preliminary investigations suggest the modus operandi is similar to previous murders attributed to the serial killer.
Hello, who's speaking? Ha, Piggelpops! It's nice to hear from you. How are you? What? Another victim? Same circumstances? No doubt the masked killer has struck again? Okay, we're coming. We have to stop this killer before he claims another victim. Take care.
San Pedro Square in Sierra Vista, Arizona, owned by the enigmatic Mr. Piggelpops, a guinea pig with a surprisingly large appearance for his size, is an atypical Western bar. The smell of cheap whiskey and stale tobacco permeates the dark wood walls, adorned with glassy-eyed, stuffed deer heads. Country music, piped in from a creaking jukebox, floats in the thick air, punctuated by the raucous laughter of the regulars and the clinking of glasses. Despite its warm atmosphere, there was a palpable tension that night.
Hey, Piggelpops, your friends are here. I'm sure they are going to kick the killer's ass.
My dear friends, I'm so happy to see you. I hope you had a good trip. You must help us stop this serial killer before he kills again. He just claimed another victim right behind my bar in an old abandoned shed. The police haven't found anything and seem, just like us, to be very scared. Please help us. I have here a newspaper where this terrible affair is making the headlines. Take it. It might help you in your investigations.
Read the newspaper. To continue, first pause the video and decipher the code. If you're stuck, play the video for a short time if you want a hint. Here is the hint that will help you decipher the code to find the hidden clue. If you have found the code and found the clue, Continue. Otherwise, pause the video until you have found it.
In flesh, then hairy, to satisfy my thirst for killing.
What can that mean?
No idea.
So how are your investigations going?
Not too bad. Now we will investigate the hangar where the crime was committed. Let's go.
Look, what is it?
I think we are not alone. Let's enter from the back of the hangar.
It must be dark in there.
I have a flashlight. Here we are.
Strange. There's no wind. Did you see? The doors open and close by themselves.
Yes, that doesn't reassure me. Let's enter.
It's all dark here.
Wait, I'll turn on the flashlight.
Give me the flashlight.
You saw something.
No, it was just a rat.
There's a door over there. Let's go.
The door is half open. Come on, let's go. Look, it's the same Valen we saw at the window. My God, what is this?
Are you okay?
Yes, it just surprised me. It's blood.
Look, the blood forms a message.
I took a photo. We need to decipher this message.
Pause the video and decipher this message, then continue the video. If you cannot decipher the message, continue watching the video and the answer will be given to you.
By moonlight I transformed, thirsty for blood, my true form adorned. I devoured the creature, felt its inner power. Since then, I am him. My new life will begin forever transformed by the taste of red. A creature of the night, now nowhere to be found. The beast within me roars and screams now, embracing the darkness beneath the lunar sky. My bloodlust, unquenchable and wild, a primal need, like a restless child. I stalk the shadows, searching for my prey, a predator of the night at dawn. I am the hunter, the parent of the night, thirsty for blood, the darkest sin of my soul. Transformed by the creature I devoured that night, I am him now, in the pale moonlight. Look, another balloon.
Maybe he wants to lure us somewhere. Let's go where he went.
Oh my God, did you hear that scream? It's terrifying.
It might just be a cat.
I don't think. Blood.
Blood is flowing down the stairs.
Let's see. That's where the balun went. Look, papers and blood scattered on the floor.
Look at this one. Oh my God, his next intended victim is our friend Piggelpops. Why?
I don't know. We have to find out why and prevent it. Look what I found.
It's a bloody tuft of hair. Let's take it to the lab. I found a piece of tissue. Let's take it too.
Come on, let's go home. Let's see Piggelpops.
Wait, there is also a syringe here.
Take it too. Come on, let's go. Did you see? Someone is running away.
Yes, but we couldn't see his face. He was running away too fast. And what a strange noise he made. It sounded like the same roar we heard in the warehouse. And sure, it's not a cat.
Piggelpops, my friend, we need to talk to you. It's very important.
You say you found a message from the serial killer, and I would be the next victim. My God, but why me? You want me to go on vacation to my brothers in New York until you arrest this killer. No way. I'm not giving up my bar and my customers.
Okay, but be very careful and never stay alone. We will continue to investigate and do lab tests on the clues found in the warehouse.
The investigation into the serial killer's murder was progressing. Detectives Rob and Flo, two local family figures, were searching for the slightest clue. The message, a thinly veiled thread scribbled on a crumpled piece of paper, was a tangible lead. Next will be you, Piggelpops. These words, written in a shaky hand and signed with the two-faced beast, haunted the two investigators. But what intrigued them even more was the presence of the syringe found nearby and the bloody tissue. At the Sierra Vista Forensic Science Lab, investigators are collaborating with the research team to find the clues essential to the progress of this investigation.
We will now analyze the search results in our office.
Rob stared at the message. Next will be you, Piggelpops, with the two-faced beast as his signature. He read the sentence aloud, searching for a hidden meaning, a clue they might have missed. Flo, thinking nervously. Why did the killer leave this piece of paper with the next victim's name on it? Is it a taunt? Is he trying to lure us into a trap? Rob shook his head. I don't know, Flo said. But one thing is certain, this murder is not an isolated incident. There is something deeper, more sinister, going on in this town.
Rob, we received the results of the research carried out at the forensic laboratories. after analyzing all the elements in our possession. Here are the results of the research carried out on the bloody tuft of hair, which allows us to know the first name of the presumed killer.
Your turn to find his first name. Pause the video until you find it.
Here are the results on the bloody tissue, which allows us, through DNA testing, to know the name of the presumed killer.
Your turn to find his name. Pause the video until you find it.
Here are the DNA results that reveal the address of the suspected killer.
Your turn to find his address. Pause the video until you find it.
Here are the results of the fingerprints and DNA tests performed on the syringe, which allow us to know the age of the suspected killer.
Every minute counts to save Mr. Piggelpops' life and put an end to the murderous rampage that has gripped the city. Among the items collected are a hastily scribbled note in the middle of the warehouse, pointing an accusing finger at Mr. Piggelpops, the owner of a local bar, designating him as the next victim on the killer's gruesome list. A bloody tissue, a clump of hair, also soaked in blood, and a used syringe. These seemingly insignificant objects are all potential keys to unlocking the secrets of this investigation. Laboratory analysis reveals crucial information. Flo and Rob, two seasoned investigators with contrasting but complementary personalities, find themselves faced with this gruesome challenge. Flo, intuitive and impulsive, approaches the investigation with surgical precision, scrutinizing every detail in search of an anomaly, a clue that could lead them to the killer's trail. Rob, analytical and methodical, trusts his instincts, his ability to detect lies and read between the lines. Together, they form a formidable duo, capable of unraveling the most complex threads of the investigation. Their investigations led them to the heart of a scientific laboratory, where the clues collected at the crime scene were subjected to a battery of tests. The tuft of hair, analyzed under a powerful microscope, revealed an unusual structure, suggesting that it belongs to an unidentified animal. While the species remains a mystery, the analysis nevertheless reveals a first name engraved on a tiny metal plate attached to the hair: Cabe. Is this name, appearing out of nowhere, that of the killer? Or is it a false lead, cleverly orchestrated to mislead the investigators? The tissue, meanwhile, spoke thanks to the DNA it contained. It revealed the suspect's last name, Anderson. The alleged killer's address, 1100 Colorado Street, Sierra Vista, was also discovered through DNA analysis. Finally, the syringe provided the final piece of the puzzle: the suspect's age, 22. Flo and Rob, our two seasoned investigators, are now in a race against time. They must use all the resources at their disposal to find Cabe Anderson before he strikes again. The investigation promises to be complex and perilous. The killer's psychological profile remains unclear, his motives obscure. But Flo and Rob are determined to hunt him down relentlessly, to decipher the coded messages he leaves behind, to understand the macabre logic that guides him. The killer's shadow looms over the city, but hope remains. The hope that the light of justice will finally pierce the darkness and that Cabe Anderson will be brought to justice for his crimes. The introduction to this captivating story plunges us into the heart of a breathtaking investigation, where each clue is a piece of a morbid puzzle. The suspense is at its peak. The reader is invited to follow in the footsteps of Flo and Rob, to delve into the twists and turns of the killer's mind, to try to decipher the enigmas he leaves in his wake. The story has only just begun. The twists and turns are numerous, the false leads inevitable. But one thing is certain, the hunt for Cabe Anderson will not stop until justice is done.
Here we are, 1100 Colorado Street.
Yes, this house is too gloomy and seems abandoned.
Let's see if we can find this Mr. Anderson.
If it's as gloomy as this house, we'll have fun.
Is anyone there? Mr. Anderson? Are you there?
Look, it's like in the warehouse. The swing is moving and there's no wind.
Yes, very strange.
The door opens. Look.
Let's go inside, but let's be careful.
It's really devastated and doesn't look like anyone lives here.
Look, the door is moving over there.
I hear noise at the end of this corridor. Look at this bottle. It's weird. It has a metal tip that could be used as a straw.
And there is hay on the ground.
Let's take the bottle and some hay. We will analyze them. Oh my God, someone threw a ballon through the door. The same one we saw in the warehouse.
Let's go to the room where he came from. He's trying to attract us again.
It's really a scary place.
Yes, I wouldn't come on vacation.
There's a bed. Here I wonder if anyone has slept in it lately. Oh my God, I admit he scared me.
Yes, I saw. I admit I was a little scared too to see this man appear. I thought there was no one in this bed.
He left too quickly to be able to catch him. You think it was Cabe Anderson?
Hard to say. His face was covered in blood.
I searched the bed for a possible clue. I found a packet of seeds under the pillow and lots of seeds are scattered on the bed. Come on, let's continue our research.
What is this place? It's gruesome. Eli found another tuft of hair and a piece of paper with a strange inscription. Look! What do you think this means?
Pause the video and solve the puzzle in this message. If you want a hint, play the video for a short while. Here is the hint. If you were not able to decipher the message, stop the video and use this hint to decipher it. Otherwise, continue.
His blood allows me not to be suspected when I kill. But what does that mean?
Look, there's still hay here, on the table and on the floor.
Yes, all this hay is strange. What is it for? Let's go see in this room.
Ooh, look, it's full of burrows on the ground. Look deep into these burrows. What could it be?
I don't know. It's a kind of white powder. Let's take some to have it analyzed in the laboratory. What's behind this door? Read this. What a strange message. Do you understand something?
Your turn. Pause the video and try to decipher this message. If you need a hint, continue the video for a short while. Here's the hint. Pause the video and try to decipher the message using this hint. Then continue the video. If you can't decipher this message, continue the video and the solution will be given to you.
Here is the message to decipher. It was written in Quechua, a language of the Andes. Little pigs from India, the power of consciousness and unconsciousness.
In the Andes, as in most Latin American countries, Spanish is the most widely spoken language. But some indigenous languages, such as Quechua, are still spoken by some peoples.
Okay, let's take stock of the clues found in this house. We have a bottle with a sort of metal straw. We have a cereal box. We have hay found in several places in the house. We have the following message. His blood allows me not to be suspected when I kill. We have burrows in a room, some of which have a sort of white powder inside. And we have this message in Quechua, a language of the Andes. Porchitas of India, the power of consciousness and unconsciousness.
And let's not forget that guy who was in that bed and ran away with his face covered in blood. Hello, Flo speaking. Oh yes, it's the lab. Great. You have the results from the white powder. You say that it's linked to a genetic abnormality that causes the liver to be unable to produce the enzyme L-gulonolactone oxidase. This enzyme allows the body to convert glucose into...
It's your turn. Find into what? Pause the video and find out what this white powder is, based on the description given by the lab. Do some research online. If you get stuck and want a hint, continue watching the video for a short while. Here is the hint. Water-soluble, sensitive to heat and light, I play an important role in the metabolism of humans and many other mammals. Pause the video and try to find the solution using this hint. If you can't find it, play the video and the solution will be given to you.
It's vitamin C. You, Flo, no worries. With all the oranges you eat, you're not lacking in this white powder. Enter!
Good morning, my friends. How's your investigation going? I found this message in my mailbox. It's strange. T seems like someone wants me to go to this old cemetery.
We will take care of this, but above all, don't go there. Stay safe.
Okay, promise. Take care.
Mr. Piggelpops, if you're brave, you won't be afraid to come and meet me. I'll be waiting for you in the old cemetery, lost on the top of the hill, tomorrow at midnight.
We'll be there. We have to find out who it is.
Yes, we'll be there, but not without my flashlight. I left it somewhere in this office, and I can't find it again.
We must find it. Let's look for it.
Help Flo and Rob find their flashlight. Pause the video and try to find it in this office. Then continue the video and the answer will be given to you. Here is where the flashlight is.
Perfect. We found my flashlight. It works great. Look. Here we are. It's 11:45. Come on!
This cemetery is very gloomy.
Yes, but I have never seen a cemetery that wasn't.
Look over there. There's a burrow. Oh my God. It was a guinea pig. He ran away.
That same scary scream again, like in the warehouse. It came from where the guinea pig went. Look, there are pants on this grave.
Come see what I found. A shirt and shoes. Let's take all of this to analyze them. Look, there's a cage here. But why a cage? You think it was to lock up our friend Piggelpops?
I don't know. We also take it for laboratory analysis. Oh my God! Are you okay?
I'm starting to feel better. Let's go back to town. I need to rest.
Good morning, Flo. Better?
Yes. Did you see what it was?
I just saw something jump in your face, but I have no idea what it was. It happened too fast.
Okay, let's have breakfast. We'll talk about it later.
Piggelpops, it's nice to see you. Did the sheriff tell you about last night?
Yes, and I hope you are well, my friends. This is my friend, Mr. Brad Pig.
Nice to meet you.
Here are the things we found in this cemetery. We will send them to the laboratory. Piggelpops, wait. You lost something.
Who? It's his blood type card. He's a headless man. He's losing everything. Come on, let's go, Piggelpops.
Lucky you found his card.
Yes, and with his blood type, one imagine he must be often asked for blood donations. Can you imagine? He must have, as they call it, golden blood, also known as heirs null. This is extremely rare, especially for a guinea pig. Guinea pigs normally have the I, H, and high antigens, but never a blood type like that. Did you know that blood volume represents approximately 7 to 8% of his total body weight, which is about 1/30th of his body weight? A 1 kilogram guinea pig therefore has 70 to 75 ml of blood. So since Piggelpops is a very good eater and weighs over 15 kilograms, you can quickly imagine the amount of golden blood Piggelpops has. Hello, Flo speaking. What? And another murder. Same circumstances. Where? In Miles Manor, 3 miles from Sierra Vista, in a small, isolated grocery store. Okay, we'll come.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hello? It's the same circumstances again. The victim died after being stabbed with a sharp object. What's strange is that the victim was inside, and all the doors and windows were locked from the inside. As usual, the serial killer left a piece of skin found near the victim with a message. I'll show you. Follow me. He probably left by this road.
Oh my God.
Yes, as you said. Blood. But it didn't belong to the victim. It was the same blood that was contained in that little bottle that was found outside with those syringes.
Sheriff, as you told us, is not the owner of this grocery store. So, do you know this man?
Yes, it's Cabe Anderson. He lived in the abandoned house you visited, I think.
Yes, correct.
He was a veterinarian, specialist in exotic rodents, but few people know anything about him because he was working on a top-secret project within the government. But madness took hold of him a few months ago, and he was fired. He often came here after that. The owner of this grocery store, Steve M.C. Quain, was his best friend and colleague. They worked together on this top-secret project before Steve retired.
But where is Steve?
He had to be hospitalized a few days ago. He says he was attacked in the face. He had blood all over his face and seemed completely paranoid. Since then, he has withdrawn into himself and had to be interned in a psychiatric hospital. He no longer speaks to anyone.
But this is the man we saw running away from Cabe Anderson's house the other day.
Yes, that's it. Look, a piece of skin is near the victim. We will analyze it.
I am neither the first nor the second, but I arrive when stars and destinies align. Before me, 7 have taken the stage, each a step, a page turning. I signal a shift, a change of state, a final door or destiny opening. The rhythm of infinity, a silent wait. I am on the phase.
Pause the video and try to elucidate this message. If you need a hint, continue the video for a short while. Here's a hint that might help you figure out which phase this message is talking about. Pause the video when the magnifying glass shows the hint. Once you find it, continue watching the video and you'll be given the answer.
I'm in phase 8. What does that mean?
Look here in his kitchen. There's a plastic container with scientific test tubes and the word samples, Chimera 02, written on it. One test tube seems to be missing.
What is the sample Chimera 02?
I heard about a very confidential test in government laboratories. This test was called Chimera, but I don't know anything more about it.
Thank you, Sheriff. Let's go back and analyze all these elements and talk to Piggelpops. He might have some information to give us on this subject.
Bye. My brother is following you. He's going to town for the rodeo tonight at the Stampede.
We wonder what's going on in the old grocery store. Since Cabe Anderson lost his job, he wasn't the same.
No! Poor guys!
Piggelpops, thank you for inviting us to the rodeo.
It's my pleasure. How are your investigations going? I heard Cabe Anderson was the victim. I knew him well. You should look at the secret government lab where Cabe Anderson worked. He was working on a top secret project. There is a link with these crimes, I know it. And I think that's why I'm the next victim.
Ladies and gentlemen, saddle up and hold on tight, because the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Welcome to the start of the rodeo. Get ready for heart-pounding action, daring cowboys, bucking broncos, and thunderous applause as we kick off this year's unforgettable rodeo extravaganza. The arena is set, the riders are ready, and the bulls are restless, so grab your hats, find your seats, and let the wild ride begin. Let's make some noise and show our cowboys and cowgirls the spirit they've been waiting for. Let the rodeo begin.
Good morning, Flo. I boiled the water for coffee and ordered biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
Thank you. Perfect. I'm very hungry. We got the lab results. The DNA taken from the human skin seems unstable, mutated, with active animal sequences. The blood found in the small bottle yesterday and in the warehouse the other day is an ultra-rare gold blood arch null, mixed with animal cells. The medical examiner is categorical. This blood contains modified golden guinea pig markers. If it's the killer's blood, the killer has hybrid blood. It's as if he mutated. The 3 murders that took place are all linked to former researchers from the PROCH, Project Program for Organic Regression by Experimental Hybrid Coding and Chimera Program, and working at the top secret ORTG base. Each time, blood samples were stolen from them. And each time, a piece of human skin is left near the victim containing a coded message. All clues point to our friend Piggelpops, who happens to be the killer's next target. Piggelpops has gold blood, arch null blood, which is also a lead to explore.
Morning. We had no more biscuits, so we made burgers instead.
Perfect, thank you. Let's go see Piggelpops after breakfast. He must be at the stables like every morning.
The rodeo last night was great, wasn't it?
Do you know something about Chimera?
Yes, I know. It's a top secret government program. As I told you last night, go investigate the ORT Gate military base. This top secret base in the middle of the desert. I'm coming with you. I could go in because they know me and they'll let you in with me. I admit I feel safer with you. I'm more and more afraid that this killer will find me because I'm starting to understand, and I owe it to you to explain everything. Normally, I'm not allowed to because I promised against my freedom never to speak of this to anyone, but my life and the lives of other innocent people now depend on it. The pieces of skin you found yesterday with the message phase 8 are his ritual. At each phase, he sheds a piece of his old skin, like a molt. There's one left, the final phase, the one where he ceases to be human, and I am the key. Here it is. Their secret base is underground. I'm going to talk to the guard. He knows me.
It's good. We can go.
This top secret military base is now completely abandoned. Only a few soldiers remain, using the grounds for military training. But there's no one inside. Come on, follow me. This is what I wanted to show you. I was born here in this top secret military research facility, Project Chimera, that's me. They fused human and guinea pig DNA to create a miniature sentient spy. I was their greatest success, but I wasn't the first. We were all born in these tubes. My friend Mr. Brad Pig and the guinea pig customers you saw in my bar. We were all created by a mad scientist, the killer. Come, my friends, follow me.
We follow you, Piggelpops.
The door is closed by an electronic code lock to be encrypted. There is a note. 4 numbers stand in your way. The first is half of 8. The second, a mirror of the first when it runs away. The third is the number of corners. We have a hand-drawn square. The last, behind your back, you hear it often ticking.
We work on Piggelpops.
Pause the video and try to decipher this code. Once you've found it, continue watching and the solution will be given to you.
Half of 8, it's 4.
The mirror image of 4 on a lead dial is 7. Square equals 4 corners.
And TikTok, 2 sounds? It's 2.
4, 7, 4, 2.
This is the right code. The door is open. Come on. I have to show you this. Oh no. The program is restricted. We need the code.
Look at the message I found in a desk drawer. Access is only granted to those who understand the pure blood language. Before freezing, we coded the access. The answer is in the logic of the letters. 4-letter crypt. I am a sequence of 4 letters. If you look at me closely, the first is the last in the alphabet. The second is half of what I was. The third comes right after B. The fourth is the first letter of Piggelpops.
Pause the video and try to decipher this access code. Then continue the video and the answer will be given to you.
The first is the last in the alphabet.
It's Z.
The second is half of what I was.
Half of Z, not mathematical.
But in the alphabet, it is the 26th letter of the alphabet.
So half equals 13, so the letter is M.
The third comes right after B. It's C.
The fourth is the first letter of Piggelpops. It's P. The password is ZMCP.
Yeah, good job, my friends. Perfect, it worked. The door is open. Come on.
We follow you.
This is the serum. This the half of the key. And I am the other half. For the killer.
Piggelpops explains. Who is this killer?
And what is this serum?
His name, Dr. Murdoch Evans, a.k.a. the Two-Faced Beast. Former head of the Chimera Project, now an unstable mutant guinea pig. Dr. Evans was the chief military geneticist at the secret base. Obsessed with biological transformation, he wanted to create a soldier capable of infiltrating, surviving, and adapting to any environment. He then developed a serum derived from genetically modified gold-blood guinea pig. During a desperate test, he injected himself with the experimental serum. He will then partially mutate into a guinea pig. Growth of claws and fur, skeletal deformation, distorted voice, superhuman strength and agility. But the transformation is unstable. It makes him suffer, drives him mad, without the injection of regular serum and gold blood. He is the protocol, the first mutated form of this laboratory, and the government wants this to remain secret. He becomes the project's public enemy #1. Erased from the archives, he flees the base one day. The base will then be abandoned, and my guinea pig friends and I will be free. I then open this bar in Sierra Vista with my friends. But in the shadows, the killer lurks. He renames himself the Two-Faced Beast. He is not just a madman. He is the father of science, who has become a victim of his own child. He then begins his crimes, killing the scientists of the old project. He erases their tracks and steals the little serum they had to try survive.
And the serum?
They created us because guinea pigs possess rapid genetic reactions. Their blood contains a rare factor close to human-like. And above all, their form is harmless, ideal for espionage in urban areas. The serum is made from a very rare type of guinea pig blood, gold blood, a mutated, artificial, and highly unstable version developed in a secret military laboratory. When injected into a human, gold blood causes a temporary mutation, transforming the subject into a humanoid guinea pig like the killer. But without the serum, this mutation collapses after a few days, causing delirium, cellular degeneration, painful, and death. The serum's function is therefore to enable controlled cellular transformation into a humanoid version or vice versa. Accelerated tissue regeneration, making the killer nearly invulnerable. Partial access to human consciousness is why I developed speech, memory, and logic. A form of adaptability to hostile environments, temperature, gas, toxic environments. But the serum is highly unstable, effective and harmless only on gold blood plus like mine. Otherwise, the serum is likely to cause uncontrollable mutations, which is what happens to the killer.
So, if I understand correctly, the serum contained in this vial, mixing it with your blood, is the only way for it to save itself. Without it, it dies slowly, painfully, disintegrated by its own mutation. Is that right?
Yes, but not simply by mixing my blood with the serum, but by devouring my liver, my heart, and my brain.
Why?
The serum no longer exists in pure vials. What you see in this vial is not pure, stabilized serum. It would kill the killer if he injected it without devouring me, and he knows it. When the research stopped and the laboratory was permanently closed, and we were free to leave, I swallowed the last vial of serum to hide it forever. The serum bonded with my biological system, integrating perfectly with my organs. It can no longer be simply extracted with a syringe. My cells contain the living formula of pure, stabilized serum. For the killer, I am the ultimate cure.
But how does he know you swallowed it?
He probably collected a micro trace of my saliva somewhere I went. He analyzed it, and the result. Pure gold blood serum detected in its fused state in my mucous membranes.
What is it?
It's the intrusion alarm. It's him. He's coming to get me. We must close the airlock to this room. There must be a system that can be activated.
We're looking for.
Look, there's a hole here, probably to insert an electronic crank that would close the airlock.
We have to find this crank.
Time is running out. The two-faced beast is coming. You have to close this door quickly. Try to find the crank before Flo and Rob show you where it is.
I found it. It was under the cloth on this countertop. It's working.
Wait, the door isn't closing.
Oh my god. That wasn't the right gear system for the door. You've triggered a process of destroying the base. We'll never have time to get back to the surface.
Attention, facility destruction is imminent. Evacuate the facility immediately. Repeat, evacuate the facility immediately.
We're going to die, but so is he.
Oh my god, look.
Run to the back of the room, quickly.
Come on, Piggelpops.
No, I must try to save you, my best friends, at the cost of my life.
Piggelpops, I'm coming for you. You're all going to die here, and I'm going to live again, thanks to your entrails. Piggelpops.
No, you're going to die with us. The base is going to explode. You should die with a useful end after all the harm you've done.
You're kidding.
You said you wanted to be remembered as a great scientist. So act.
You're right. I don't need the serum anymore. I just want all this suffering to stop. You, Piggelpops, you are the embodiment of good. I'm just a remnant of an evil project that should never have existed. Let me be useful. Once. Just once.
How can you help us? The base is going to explode.
This escape pod will eject you outside. Someone needs to operate the controls in this room, and I'm going to do it so you can continue to live and fight evil. I've lived in darkness. I want to die in the light. Before becoming who I am today, I was a brilliant scientist, a researcher specializing in military bioengineering. I sincerely believe that by genetically modifying living things, we could save human lives. I wanted to create soldiers capable of surviving anything. Disease, radiation, famine, injury, by fusing human DNA with that of extremely resilient animals, like you, Piggelpops, who carries the mysterious blood type, gold blood, to prove the serum's viability. I injected myself with the prototype, but the serum was unstable. I began to mutate, gradually losing my human appearance, then my name. I ran away and became a potential evil, the complete opposite of what I wanted to create. I preferred to run away than face my mistakes. Today, I wouldn't run away. I believed that pain justified hatred, that revenge was stronger than justice. But today, I see you, the three of you. You didn't run away. You remained united, loyal, courageous, and I finally understand. It wasn't the serum that destroyed me. It was what I allowed to grow inside me that killed my soul. I'll activate the capsule's opening. I'll go in, close the door, and you'll be propelled outside. Hurry up. Good luck.
You've done harm, you've spread fear, death. But you're here in front of me, not to run away, not to kill, to save us. And that I'll never forget. I forgive you, not for what you've done, but for what you're doing. Come on, friends, it's time.
They're leaving. The capsule rises slowly, illuminated by the red glow of self-destruction. The ground trembles, the metal groans, and I remain there, alone. But for the first time in so long, I don't feel abandoned. I saw them looking at me, not with fear, but with understanding. They heard my voice. They saw the man beneath the beast, and Piggelpops, this being I wanted to capture, to use. He offered me what I no longer thought I deserved. Forgiveness. Not the kind that erases sins. No, the kind that frees the soul. I no longer feel hatred. I no longer feel the thirst for revenge. I feel something I had forgotten. Peace. I saw them leave, saved and together, and in their eyes, I saw something shining that even the serum could never create. Hope. Maybe. My end isn't an end. Maybe my last act will be my truth. I close my eyes. I smile, and I let the world fade away, knowing that, for once, I did the right thing. I lived in darkness. Now, thanks to them, I enter the light.
What we are going to tell you tonight is not a legend. It is not a story of monsters or miracles. It is the story of memory. The story of a forgotten laboratory, of a killer transformed by pain, and of a redemption no one expected. He was not born a killer. He became one when the world stopped listening to him. And yet, he was the one who saved us. He was the one who gave us a chance when we no longer believed in anything. We have seen what science can do when it forgets ethics, but we have also seen what compassion can accomplish. He watched us leave without hatred. He stayed so that we might live. What you consider a fable we have seen, and we must remember, because to forget him would be to betray him.
They stood outside for a long time without speaking. The rising sun bathed Sierra Vista in a golden light, and its bar cast a long shadow across the road. Rob approached first, crouching down to get down to his friend's eye level.
Do you remember, Piggle, when you called me on the phone, there was something in your voice, a fear I'd never heard. But you held on. You resisted. You're not just a survivor, you're a hero.
Piggelpops looked away, moved. His paw was trembling slightly. Flo, silent until then, took a small, worn notebook from his pocket. She opened it to the first page and tore out a photo, the three of us at the bar. Before everything fell apart, she slipped it under Piggelpop's paw.
Keep this. When you have doubts, look at it. We may not have saved the world, but we saved each other.
Piggelpops looked at them for a long time, his heart heavy. His voice was low, vibrant.
I always thought I'd end up alone, in the shadows. But you opened the door. You gave me a family. And even if one day I'm no longer here, I'll always be with you. In the desert, in memories, in laughter in the back of a bar.
The three hugged for a long time without saying anything. Just the beating of their hearts, like a last war chant that had become a promise of peace. Then Flo and Rob climbed onto their motorcycle. The engine rumbled softly. Piggelpops raised his paw and watched them disappear over the horizon, his heart filled with a sweet sadness, the kind you feel when you know this isn't the end, but just another beginning. Flo keeps her eyes on her, but her voice is calm, deep, almost fragile.
You know, Rob, there are things we experience that leave scars. But you've always been there, even in the worst moments, even when I was on the verge of giving up. So, I'm not saying thank you, I'm just saying this. As long as you're by my side, I'm not afraid of anything anymore. You're my anchor, my direction, and I never want to take another step without knowing you're there. Whatever happens, wherever we go. You and I, it's forever.
Rob discreetly looks away to wipe away a tear, then silently places a hand on Flo's shoulder.
Happy birthday, my darling.
I remember that summer golden and bright. You by my side in the Tennessee twilight. Your laugh like a melody, pure and true. Ever since then, darling, I've only wanted you.
Beneath the old willow, where we carved our names, you held my hand, and nothing felt the same. Promise forever, just me and you. Through every storm, our love will pull us through. Forever us, in moonlight or rain, in fields of wildflowers, through joy and pain, hand in hand, on this road we roam. I only want you, in this heart you're my home. The years have flown by, but your smile never fades. In every sunset, I see your face. You turned our small town into our grand stage. With every passing hour, we pen another page.
Our kids are growing, reflections of us. In their eyes, I see the promise and the trust. They remind me each day of the love we've grown. Roots deep and strong, they've made our house a home. Forever us, in moonlight or rain, in fields of wildflowers, through joy and pain, hand in hand, on this road